Welcome to Wanderlust. My name is John T.
And I'm Millie, and we've got a big update for you today. We've got just 2 weeks until we fly.
We've had a very, very fast-paced 7 days. So last week, Wednesday, we were having a chat with my parents and just saying how we're a bit apprehensive about the whole process. And just to give you a little bit of history, I don't know if many of you know, but back in 2018, we actually had a job lined up for Singapore that we lost. And then if you go back about 3 or 4 weeks on our vlogs, we actually lost this job, and then it came back again. So and then we were told that we had a bit of a delay on the visas, which was around me being a Singaporean born male and who hadn't done national service. I'm now a Brit, and so I think they just needed to check that everything was done legitimately. But we were told that there was a minimum of a 4-week delay before we could head over to Singapore, and it made us just very, very nervous. We've also got a cut-off for when our contractor is actually able to go through. If we don't get out to Singapore by a particular date, everything falls through again. So we were just talking about how we were really apprehensive and not really feeling that confident that everything was going to happen and go through smoothly on the Wednesday night. And then on the Thursday morning, the visa came through.
Yeah, it was just such a relief. I mean, Jonty called me and I just instantly felt like relaxed. Right, we've got this bit done now, and a few other little bits of paperwork that have since come through as well.
Yeah, so we've had my employment pass, my visa's come through. That was on the Thursday. On the Friday, we started the process of looking at flights. We actually booked our flights on Friday, which is amazing. So we have our provisional date for flying off and then Saturday we actually had a Zoom call to view a property. We'd looked at some properties online.
We've been using 2 websites called 99.co and Property Guru, which is just like Rightmove over here. So we've been putting in what we'd like. We'd like 3 bedrooms. There's also something called a 3-bedroom plus in the particular condo that just gives you a little bit more living space. So we've been looking through that, and we got in touch and we found one that we liked, and we actually had a Zoom showing of the apartment, and Jonty's cousin Ivan kindly went along and had a look, so actually went there in person while we were on the Zoom call. It was really cool actually just to look around and imagine and sort of be able to ask questions, and then Ivan to be there in person to sort of have a bit more of a thorough look for us.
Yeah, it's really nice being able to have a bit of perspective as well, because on the photos you can't really tell the size of everything until live you can see people walking around bits of the apartment. It looks awesome. So while we haven't really locked in a property as yet, we have got a much better idea of the property that we want, of the condo that we want, and we're just going to keep an eye out for those and hope for the best. We've already done an online virtual viewing once now, so we know that we can feel confident with that as well, and it's just been so helpful to have, like Millie said, Ivan there to be able to do a bit of that viewing for us as well. So yeah,
it was really nice to see it. Like, it just makes the whole thing feel a bit more real now.
Definitely
visualizing where we could live and what things we want to put in the house and things like that. So it's been really nice actually.
Yeah, so that was on Saturday. Sunday was Father's Day, which was lovely. We've got a nice lie-in and
trip to the dump.
Oh yeah, and then we did a trip to the dump. So we've been clearing the house, and there's not very much left at all. We have got a desk, a sofa, and our kids' bunk beds to go, and then that's it. Everything else is being shipped over. So a trip to the dump, and then we went for a walk along the River Wey, which is in Guildford, and we just had a really, really lovely time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really nice, and because coronavirus is still going on, but this felt like a normal walk. Like, there was people there, but we didn't feel awkward, and there was enough space for everybody, so it was kind of nice just to forget about that for a little while really. And we walked along, it was nice and warm, the kids had fun as well, and we sort of stopped for a little bit and had a snack. Here's a little clip so you can check it out yourself.
It was just a really, really lovely day, but lots of pollen and the hay fever was a bit crazy. But very pleased that there's a lot less hay fever in Singapore because they don't have the same sort of flora. I'm not really sure what it is, but it doesn't seem to affect me over there. If you know, let us tell me.
The other couple of things that we've done this week is we've sold our red car. I call them the red car and the white car. There's a Suzuki Swift, which is the red one, and a Vitara, which is the white one, which was actually a lease car. They've both been brilliant cars. So the red one's going to a nice new home, and the white car is being collected to then be sold at auction. So that's done. That's another job off the to-do list. Ticked off.
So with just 2 weeks to go, the formalities on the formalities side of things, we're just waiting for a document that is a permission to fly, which allows us, it's from the Singapore government, it allows us to leave the UK in the direction of Singapore on our selected date. We are hoping that it's just a rubber stamp thing and that it's nothing that could throw in any sort of spanners in the works or anything like that. And then we've got a few little goodbyes to do, and that's it really. We had a goodbye with Millie's mum on Saturday as well. Actually, Millie's mum was with us.
I had a really lovely day, just enjoying what we've got around here and the kids spending time with their nanny and Simon as well. So that was really nice. The goodbyes are going to be hard, but it's not goodbye forever. It's just see you soon, which will be fun. We're looking forward to hosting people.
Yeah, and then we had some friends, Cephas and Shauna, came to say goodbye to us last night after the kids went to bed, and we just sort of sat out here in the garden by the fire, and it was just lovely just to spend some time with good friends who we haven't been able to see for 3 months because of lockdown, but so strange that we're saying goodbye now. We've got one of my sisters this weekend coming up that we're going to spend a bit of time with before we say goodbye. My other sister towards the end of next week, my parents in the middle of next week. So all the goodbyes are happening now, and it is feeling very, very real. I guess we'll have more updates for you this time next week, but that's where we're at the moment.
Yeah, so if you want to follow along, do subscribe because we're going to keep these coming every week. So if you've ever wanted to know what Singapore is like, we can't wait to get out of lockdown and out of our quarantine hotel and be able to show you all what Singapore is like and what it is like being there as an expat family as well.
So please, subscribe, comment, like, let us know any suggestions or any thoughts that you might have, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.